Hey folks, how's it going? It's Rob Kuroda again with another new game. Woohoo! Sorry about Pikmin. I decided that because I didn't have any, I didn't have any parts recorded. I had like nothing prepared, so I decided what I would do is just real quick. I'd play a couple rounds of Mario Kart. I'm gonna try to split this into 2 parts over the next 2 days, and Pikmin will be back next week. I'm kind of stuck, so I think I want a little help, and luckily, my friend Matt is coming up next week's, who is or excuse me, not next week, this weekend, who is a, avid Pikmin devotee, and I'm gonna see if, he'll guest with me and, you know, maybe help me along a little bit. Anyway, let's get going. So let's see, I'm gonna do a Grand Prix 100 Classic course. My boy Koopa Troopa. My boy Koopa Troopa. He really is the best. Okay, I guess we'll start with the Mushroom Cup real quick. This is a game right here that, this game is my childhood, pretty much. I love this game. Oh, I didn't get the boost. I'm an idiot. Okay. So yeah, again, sorry about Pikmin, guys. It'll be back up. Most definitely by next week, so I'm gonna see if Matt wants to record like a couple parts with me. Maybe we'll see if we can get through like 3 parts or something like that. He's also offered to play, which I think I might have mentioned before, but he's also offered to lend me Pikmin 2, which I look forward to playing. Oh shit. Okay. Why? I hate how it does that. Like, of course, as soon as I go to hit him, like, he gets a star power. See, look at that. As soon as I approach Mario, I get a fucking star power. Like, get the fuck out of here. This is a pitiful display because I'm like normally amazing at this game. Alright. Alright, come on. So as you guys have noticed, I got the Super Nintendo working. See, look at that shit. Fucked up, man. Whoa, okay, I think I figured out what the issue was. When Walt and I were trying to play Kirby's Dream Course, I guess, one way we were able to get it to work for whatever reason was if I want first place. I'm awesome. I guess we were able to get it to work by unplugging the Super Nintendo component cords from the capture card and then plugging it back into the TV and then switching it to component, and then like obviously it's just the game hooked up to the TV, but then if we do that and then immediately hook it to the capture card and switch it over, it seems to work for whatever reason. So I'm not going to question a good thing. And I'm just going to keep hoping that that technique works. Damn, I missed the boost again. That sucks. It's because I got a blabbermouth. Whoa. Yeah, this game is just like I said, it's the essence of my childhood, games like this. Games, probably, like, if I were to really say what like the biggest games of my childhood would be, it would be like this, Super Mario World, Super Mario All-Stars, Super Mario 64, Yoshi's Island, like the Donkey Kong Country games, like Pokemon, obviously, Earthbound, some of the the Zelda games were a little bit, not that early, but they were a little bit later, to be honest with you. Maybe when I was in like middle school. But like for Zelda games, it would be like Ocarina of Time, A Link to the Past. And the very first Zelda game I ever played was Link's Awakening for the Game Boy. But I barely played it. It was a hard game to figure out for me. So many other ones. Oh god, like Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, just classic games there that were just they were like the essence of my childhood. You know, it was great. Making a lot of dumb mistakes today. Oh my god. I work nights, so like I'm like it's right now like 11 o'clock and I'm still not awake. That's what happens. Oh well. But yeah, trying to think of other games from my childhood. Oh boy, there's so many. Just particularly these, like some of these old Super NES games. Super Metroid, that was another one. God. That's, might as well announce this here. I think Super Metroid, now that I got the Super Nintendo working, is a game that I'm going to be playing very soon. Possibly when I finish Pikmin, I'm thinking I might do that. Because Kingdom Hearts is going to be quite a lot longer, so what can I do? This lack of boost at the start is driving me nuts. I haven't played this in a little while, so sorry, Yosh. It pains me to do that, but sorry, Rachel. I know you'll watch this. I hurt Yoshi, but he was in my way, so Koopas for life. Okay, trying to throw your crap at me. That's right. It's interesting with this game because they all have unique, like all the characters have like a unique item that they throw, which is interesting. But only as CPUs for some stupid reason. Like Peach throws those mushrooms. Toad and Peach throw the mushrooms. Mario and Luigi always like gets star power. Yoshi has probably the most unique, and it's he like will throw eggs and leave eggs for whatever reason, which is odd because it's not even an item that's like available, so I don't understand that. And then Toad will like, oh yeah, that's right, yeah, you already said that, Toad will throw mushrooms. And then Koopa will like throw eggs or leave eggs. And then Bowser's is also unique. He like spits a fireball, which is interesting. It's like, what? Like why did they you know, that's another item that's not like used. Oh, and Donkey Kong Jr. will leave a banana behind, but you know. But it's kind of like, why did Yoshi and Bowser get unique items, you know, that aren't even available to you know, the normal person when they're like to the player when they're trying to actually, you know, get an item. It's kind of weird. So I don't know. It's kind of cool though. I don't think they really did that in any other Mario Kart except for Double Dash, from what I understand. Because I know Double Dash, some of them had like some random, you know, items. I love this level. That like I'm trying to remember some of them, or at least they had items that were like more prominent and readily available to them. Like for some reason, the only thing that comes to mind now is that Wario and Waluigi had bombs. I think, yeah. I don't know, it's been a while. Whoop, okay, come on. Boing, boing. Oh, I think they brought the feather back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I was just thinking that, which is interesting, because, like, the feather hasn't been in a Mario Kart game since, probably, what was it? Probably this game, I guess, right? Unless there's one I'm missing. The only ones I'm not familiar with is, like, Mario Kart, DS and Mario Kart Super Circuit for the Game Boy Advance. Those are the only Mario Karts I really haven't played. And I don't think the feather's in either of them. But, yeah, apparently the feather's making a comeback in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is kind of random. So yeah. Speaking of that game, Rachel and I are getting ready, like, we're pretty much ready at this point to buy a Switch. And it is, like, really, like, incredibly hard to find a Switch for some reason. Unless you want to get it, like, I was talking to Rachel about this last night. I was reading a bit about the Switch stock issue, and it's kind of pissing me off because it's like, you know, like, we went to this one GameStop. It was like over the past weekend, and first place again, yay. And we asked the guy, we're like, you guys have any Switches? And he tried to give us this whole salesman, like, bullshit. And he's like, oh yeah, we can get you a Switch by, like, what was it, like, next week or something like that. He's like, put your order in. I was like, and of course you're thinking, like, cool. And I was like, well, what do you got? And then he was showing us, like, 2 bundles he had. And one of which was, like, well, both of them had Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which Rachel and I specifically talked about that we weren't going to get that game because we already own Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U. And it came with some other stuff too, but the thing was like over $400. Literally, we just want to start out by like buying the Switch and one game, which of course you guys can, I'm sure, guess what game. It's Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I mean, like, the guy, like, he's like, oh, you're not gonna be able to find a Switch anywhere else, blah, 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 blah. And I got to a point where I just wanted to be like, fuck you, you know? Like, don't give me this, like, obviously you're just trying to sell, like, you know, like, sell us the bundle, you know? Like, I know it's hard to, like, find a Switch, but it's not gonna be impossible for me to find a Switch, you know? Like, so it's like, don't give me that crap, you know? I can easily just wait it out, too. We're not in, like, a huge rush to get it or anything like that. But it kind of pissed me off, and, like, clearly companies, and they're not, GameStop's not the only one that's doing it. A lot of companies right now, if you go to look up a Switch, you might be able to buy a Switch, but the only way you're going to be able to buy it is if you buy it at an inflated price by some kind of third-party seller, or if you buy it as a bundle through, like, GameStop, or I think Toys R Us is doing that too. They're, like, selling it as a bundle with some other games. And it's like, I'm okay with that. Like, if they sold it, like, let's say they sold it for, like, instead of the 300, they sold it for, like, 360 with one game or something. I'd be okay with that. But, like, the problem is that they're selling it with, like, a crap load of games, and they're selling it for a very large price. Oh no, my first place streak's dead. Anyway, still won though. But yeah, they're, like, selling it for, like, a inflated amount of money, and, like, only as a bundle for an option. It's like, alright, like, that's kind of scummy, you know? Like, I don't want to, like, have to buy a game that I don't want to get, like Mario Kart 8. Not that I don't think the game's good, but I just don't see the point. I own a copy of Mario Kart 8, and my wife owns a copy of Mario Kart 8, so it's like, you know, like, I'm just not gonna, I'm not looking to do that, so. Boom, there it goes. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how the Switch saga unfolds. I hope we can find one. But I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen. Not for a little while, you know. We'll see how it goes. And also, congratulations, 100cc Mushroom Cup race. Koopa wins the gold. Great race. I do my best. Alright, guys. Well, I'm gonna play a second part of this, but I'm gonna do it next time. Sorry it's a shorter part, but, you know, the tracks are a little short. See you tomorrow. Peace.